Success by Six is an early childhood collaborative. So it's made up of professionals from all sorts of different organizations, but with the shared goal of having kids ready for school by age 6. What we know from brain research is that language exposure in the early years is the most important thing for a kid's success throughout their school career. Kindergarten deficits are persistent, meaning if you're not ready, if you have significant language deficits in kindergarten, it's very hard to fix. The reality is, by first grade, your brain is over 90% developed in the area of language acquisition. We are also getting this research like, well, what should be happening? So it all kind of came together. Our school system starts officially, right? You're required to send for first grade, right? But the reality is, by first grade, your brain is over 90% developed in the area of language acquisition. There was a study that was done in the 70s called the 30 million word study that showed that kids from affluent or even middle class families came to school having been exposed to as many as 30 million more words than a kid who came from a family that lacked resources. But now, through more research, it's not so much the words, but it's what we call conversational turns. So it's the number of times that an adult caregiver and a child go back and forth. And the parents always say, well, my kid doesn't talk at home. Are they talking in class? Like, oh, yes. But this report might show that nobody is engaging that child in conversation. Every opportunity we have in the classroom to have those conversations that go back and forth are opportunities to literally build, neurological capacity in these kids. So what we found is that the kids, if you look at them in like a 1 to 6 scale, the kids that were the least ready, they also had the lowest achievement levels, but they also grew by the lowest amount over the course of kindergarten and first grade. We had the least amount of impact in terms of literacy development for that group of kids also. So does readiness matter? It totally matters, right? Because if they're not ready, they're basically not connected to what we're trying to do in the classroom because they do not have the neurological infrastructure to take advantage of the instruction. Does it matter if a kid's ready for kindergarten or not? Can't we just fix it in kindergarten, right? That's our job, right? The answer is it totally matters.